Yo, shalom, shalom, Israel. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I pray everybody is doing okay. Today, I am going into Psalm chapter 2. I'm going to continue to break down the book of Psalms so people can gain a better understanding of what God is trying to illustrate in this message. Because again, like I said before, a lot of people, Christianity grossly misinterprets Psalms when they give you books that have Psalms and Proverbs in the New Testament. So that's letting you know that, for one, all the choir songs, the gospel songs, a lot of them come from Psalm. They don't know what they're talking about, but they say you can read that, even though they don't really want you to dive into the rest of the Old Testament. And when I say Old Testament, I'm talking about everything before the Old Covenant, which technically the Old Testament would have been Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John before his crucifixion. So that first 20 chapters, of most of those books, except for Mark. Mark was a short book. It was only like 16 chapters or 7. Yeah. But anyways, without further ado, let's get ready to dive into it. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26, verse 6, and then we'll get this thing started. And again, let me go ahead and get shout out to the brothers and sisters in the lesson. If anybody, no, my bad. Let me just go ahead and get Matthew 26. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now, when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came to him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor." When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, "Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye are the poor always with you, but me you have not always. For in that she poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, this also this woman have done, be told for a memorial of her." So whenever we bring out the true gospel of Jesus Christ, the gospel is speaking to the 12 tribes of Israel, those that are the slave descendants, those that are oppressed and being hurt all over the earth. And I'm talking about being hurt, meaning going through the struggle, going through the pain, because God is punishing us for breaking the law, statutes, commandments. Whenever we preach this gospel to telling those people to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the day they die, we are going to remember the woman that put the ointment on the body of our Messiah, Jesus the Christ. Katrina, good morning. I'm glad to see you here. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully all is good. So let's go ahead and get ready to get this thing started, and we'll go. Let's go to Psalm chapter 2, verse 1, and we can start this lesson. Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? So the question is, why are the heathen, the Gentiles, the strangers, the non-Israelites, what are they angry about? Why are they so mad? Why are they trying to attack us, come after us? What's going on? Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So what are the heathen trying to do? What are these nations trying to do? They're trying to bring about a lack of unity among us. They are trying to break us apart. They're trying to separate us. They're trying to keep us from being on the same page, following the same God, living the same system, living a life that we would be intended to live, that we be intended to live by our Father, the Creator in heaven, trying to break up our household. That is what they're trying to do, because if you break up the household, then you make the people weaker. You make the people weaker, and they cannot rule over you. They will stay in subjection because they will never have the strength to rise against you, to stand against you. Even if they are in power, they will be thrown down, because every kingdom standing together, every kingdom not standing together will be thrown down. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring that out really quick. Let's go to Matthew chapter 12. I think that's what I want. Yep. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Oh, Sean, I see you in the building. Hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Grace and peace with you. Good morning. Good morning. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So it says, any nation, any kingdom, a ruling group, a city, a country, whatever you want to call it, any nation that is not standing together is going to fall. That's what he's telling you. It's Jesus Christ, the Messiah, the wisdom himself. Let's put it like that. Verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? So again, even if evil people are against each other, they're going to eventually collapse. That's why you heard the saying, no honor among thieves, because even thieves will turn against each other and bring each other down. That's why they can't stand long. Only a righteous nation, only a righteous system can stand forever. That's why every major empire has fallen. They don't last forever. Only thing that's going to last forever is the kingdom of God. And you'll see that throughout the scriptures, that the kingdom of heaven, God's system, is going to stand forever and nothing shall ever take it down. All praise to the Most High for that future. Let me read on. Matter of fact, I ain't got to read the rest. So the main thing we got to understand is kingdom against itself will not stand. So the heathen are going to break our bands asunder. They're going to try to keep us apart. They keep us apart. They are going to rule over us. They'll have authority. We'll never be able to overcome them. So stopping the rise of the Black Messiah, because the Black Messiah will bring people together. You got people that can bring people together. You are going to prevent that person or those individuals who are on that same page, that same mission. You're going to do all you can to set dynamite in it and blow it up, because you know how dangerous they are. You know how scary those individuals are. That's why it says that the biggest threat against the system, against what's going on, and they've said it many sayings, is Black unity. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that saying. I'm gonna post it, because I want y'all to read that. I want y'all to see it yourself. Here it goes. Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover. I thought it was him, but let me make sure I wanted to say it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go to quotes. I want it the other way. There it goes. And it was going up to Juneteenth. I want an actual picture though. So here we go. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay. Here we go. Hold on, I'm ready to post this for y'all so y'all can get a visual of this. Because I think this best. I like visuals. Visuals are great. You can't. All right, click on that. Come on, and there we go. All right. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hey, if y'all can't see it, put a 2 in the chat. If you can't see it, put a 1 in the chat. All right. Black unity. Okay, here we go. Oh, that ain't what I wanted. All right. When FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover, let me start that over. When FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover was asked what, in his opinion, was the single greatest threat to the United States of America, he responded, Negro unity. So, Negro unity is the biggest threat to the United States of Babylon. So, they know that the United States of Babylon, which is comprised of many nations that are all standing together to keep the Israelite down. Guess what? The biggest threat to that is us coming together. And there's only one way we can come together, and that is under the law, statutes, commandments of God, because that is our only culture. There is one way, Jesus Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. We've been hearing that all our lives and didn't understand what it meant. But now we got a better understanding. Let's continue on. Psalm chapter 2, verse 3 again. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords asunder from us. See, the bands is just something that bands or band together. Y'all have heard that. You had a group band together, or the cords, a bunch of cords. It's rope strung together. It's tied together. All right. It's interwoven. That's the word I want. All right. Psalm chapter 2, verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill on Zion. So God said, I set my king on the hill. The Most High God said his king up there. Let's see who it is. Verse 7. I would declare the decree. The Lord have said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. So he said, hey, you my son. So now he's talking about who the king he set on there is the Messiah. It is Jesus the Christ, or Joshua. He said he set his king, his heir to the throne. Who is going to rule forever? Jesus the Christ. He said, this day I begotten thee. You are my son. Let's read on. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. You see, God's letting you know, the strangers, the Gentiles, everybody that is not an Israelite, Jesus Christ, they are going to be your inheritance. They're going to be your property. Jesus Christ always was going to be ruling over them. Now he's going to rule over us Israelites as well, but we are going to reign with him, meaning we are going to be on one accord. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and prove that really quick. Let's go to Romans chapter 8. On Romans chapter 8, I think it's verse 17. I am shooting from the hip. Yep. Romans chapter 8, verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. You see, when people start, that's why I would be amazed that people in Christianity, you talk about they love Psalms. Psalms is saying nothing but black supremacy. It is talking about nothing about the rulership of our people. It's going to be a black planet. It's going to be a new order in town. The new world order is the world order of, I ain't going to say melanated people, but more than likely, most of us are that way. Now, of course, we have some that are not, that are less melanated, but either way, we're talking about the descendants of the slaves. He said, those people, y'all going to be in charge. And he says, the heathen will be the inheritance of our King, Jesus Christ. And we are going to be joint heirs with him. So guess what? We are going to have joint custody of the heathen. All praise to the Most High God for that. You see, we can't forget that God set things up a certain way. He wanted order, he wanted structure, and he said we are going to be those joint heirs. If children, his children are the heirs. We can't say everybody's God's children. We can't say everybody's going to be joint heirs. And we can't say people that are not blood related are going to be joint heirs. Because even if you read in the book of Romans, you're going to read after chapter 8, he's going to say, this is to the children of Israel, the brethren, the kinsmen, according to the flesh. So there's no way that it can be everybody. But again, Psalm is pointing that out. He's letting you know that we are going to possess the world and everything in it. The animals, the trees, y'all see the background, see the rivers, the lakes, all of that. It's going to belong to us. And the people in it. The people in it, the animals in it, which the people are, in essence, according to the scriptures, they're animals, they're beasts of the field. They are here for us. Everything is here for us. Glory to the God in heaven. Hallelujah. So we must appreciate what God's done for us, and we must understand what he's done for us, and we must speak the word as it is written, and we must believe the word as it is written. Matter of fact, we must believe it first, then speak it. Psalm chapter 2, verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. See, how are we talking about equality and God's on the same, everybody's on the same level, but he says there's going to be a class of people that's going to be ruling over all the others. He says he's going to dash them in pieces. If they don't want to follow this word, guess what? They'll be dashed in pieces. We're going to force everybody to. It's not going to be no democracy. It's going to be y'all doing what we do. And if you don't want to do what we do, dashed into pieces. Psalm chapter 2, verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Let me start over. Psalm chapter 2, verse 10. So now that we understand this, listen what the scriptures are telling us. Be wise now, O therefore, ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Who's the judges of the earth? The children of Israel. How do we know that we the judges of the earth? 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Let me go ahead and make sure y'all know that. The judge of the earth. He said, be wise, you kings. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye know not? 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? You see, we the judges of our earth. The children of Israel are the judges. We are and in case you don't understand, let's get another one. Let's say, let's go to Exodus. Exodus chapter 18. I said 18. No, 19. Exodus chapter 19, verse 4. Matter of fact, verse 5. Exodus 19, verse 5. Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. We, the Israelites, are going to be above all people. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, a kingdom of priests. We are going to be the kingdom of people. We are the kings of the earth. We are the judges of the earth, because judges set order, judges make rules, and we enforce what is here. We stick to what the law says, what the scripture says. The governing way, the system, the constitution put in place by the Most High God, we are going to be the ones that enforce that. So when we're talking about, oh, ye judges of the earth, be wise and be instructed, we got to get taught our governmental system so we can run it when God sets up this kingdom. And if we aren't taught it, and if we don't execute it, then how are we going to be able to run it when he sets up the kingdom? We can't. And if we can't run it, he has no use for us. He needs to use those individuals that are actually in agreement with him 100% and going to follow it. We can't choose 90% of what he says, 95% of what he says. We got to believe in all of it, and we got to do our best to execute that, including myself. We all have to do that, because whoever does not is going to be left on the outside, and we don't want that. I know I don't. I'm terrified of being left on the outside. Let's go to Psalm chapter 2, verse 11. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Just what I was just saying. Serve him with fear. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry with you. I'm sorry, let me start over. Psalm chapter 2, verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So he says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you perish, meaning have that love for him, appreciate him, give him your all, give him your love. Kiss the Son, because the Son's he's going to kiss you. Now, of course, we ain't talking about no homosexuality. We talking about that fervent love, because we got to understand Christ is the wife of God and we are the wife of Christ. It is all a set up system of order. Okay, we must kiss the Son. We must love the Son. He said, unless we perish from the way. What is perishing from the way? We fall away from his way of life. We fall away from being his husband. He divorced us. He separated himself from us. Why? Because we don't believe in his program. We ain't following his system. If we don't love his system, we don't love him. If his way is grievous to us, then we will perish from the way. We'll eventually fall away. It's only a matter of time. If you are not 100% on board with your husband, who is Jesus the Christ, then the only thing you're going to do is eventually fall away. You're going to walk away. He needs you to be with him. And if you ain't with him, it's over for you. So let's remember that. Blessed are they to put their trust in him. So if you want to be blessed, you want the Lord to love you, you want to receive all the prizes and all the, be showered with the love and compassion and mercy from the Most High, kiss the Son and trust the Son. If you trust him, then you'll follow him. If you don't trust him, you won't follow him. You got to believe in him. You got to know that he's right all the time. And if you know he's right all the time, you ain't going to doubt him. You ain't going to question him. And you're going to be that faithful, humble servant. So I pray y'all gain some understanding from this. Like I said, I love y'all, Israel. Grace and peace be into the 12. Continue to, like I said, those that continue to follow, continue to listen, continue to learn and grow in this truth, keep growing. Those continue to rock with us and learn. And not only just learn, but spread this word. And if you ain't spreading this word, get your spirit together. Spread this word. Yes, I'm talking about those that believe. You believe in the Lord and you believe in the way we teach in the Lord, then you need to be spreading what we're talking about. If you ain't pushing what we're talking about, or you ain't pushing anything, if you're pushing another, anybody else is, trying to say, follow the Lord. All right, then be on that page, help them, give them 100% faith. But if you're here on this page, if you're here with this system, then guess what you need to do? You need to fully put your support in this system and let's get this thing out here. I know this is the way. I believe this is the way. And if you believe this is the way, let's do the same thing. Let's get this out here. And again, appreciate y'all. Glad y'all learn if you are. And if you ain't learning, hey, remember, ask questions, send comments, send messages. Y'all know what to do. Love y'all, Israel. Grace and peace be into the 12. Shalom. Y'all have a good day.